The COVID-19 pandemic has had a massive effect on the e-commerce market, and in particular the shift towards online retail. Juniper Research believe that this will continue post-pandemic. A recent new study from Juniper Research on e-commerce payments unravels this market. And I'm here with Susanna Hampton, the author of this work. So first of all, Susanna, let's get a feel for the key takeaways of the report. Sure.
Well, as we know, the high street has been struggling for quite some time, and there's been a huge growth in online shopping. Our figures show that online sales have grown around 500% between 2014 and 2019. This means that brick and mortar retailers are really having to think about their strategies and their online presence and availability, particularly those that don't have one already. The COVID pandemic has really brought this to sharp focus this year. In terms of consumers, when shopping online, they're really looking for a smooth and frictionless payment experience. And many of the traditional payment types, such as credit cards and debit cards, don't offer that frictionless experience that they're looking for. Our report details some of the emerging alternative payment types that meet this consumer criteria far better.
So, Susanna, if you could tell us a little bit more about these new payment methods, how are they developing in the market?
Well, we've detailed a number of these alternative payment methods in our report, but specifically I want to look at digital wallets. They offer a one-click experience and they don't require the consumer to re-enter their payment details each time, which is really important. This has many benefits as well in terms of, for merchants, in terms of conversion from browsing to basket to checkout. Now, OEM Pay-backed wallets, such as Apple Pay and Google Pay, we see as having particular prospects here. The growing use of OEM Pay is being driven by the use of mobile phones and tablets in browsing for online shopping, but also the use of mobile phones for ticketing. Our report shows that transaction values for physical goods purchased online will grow from around $3.3 trillion in 2020 to $4.4 trillion by 2025.
I mean, there's so much happening. These are massive changes in the market. What do you think this means for the merchants and the payment vendors?
The main barrier to paying via OEM Pay is merchant acceptance. And unfortunately, this varies quite widely between merchant and merchant. So our report details recommendations for merchants to really prioritise their acceptance strategies and partner with the most appropriate payment providers that meet the specific needs of their market. And for payment providers, we strongly suggest that they capitalise on this merchant need to accept these new payment types.
Thank you, Susanna, very interesting. This fresh new report on e-commerce payments is now available to subscribers to download from the Juniper Research website. It can also be purchased as a separate element from the website as well. As usual, please get in touch if you'd like to discuss further, or even if you'd like to chat with the author. Many thanks. Goodbye.